Do I need to push something on this thing to change it? Click. That didn't work. Want to introduce ourselves? Want to introduce ourselves?
Yeah, let's start with that. My name is Mario Pacini. I run the entertainment categories for Walmart.com. That includes Walmart, video games, and all the media products. And I'm here with my friend Tyler from Esports Arena.
Yeah, Tyler Endres, CEO and founder of Esports Arena. Good relationship with Mario and Walmart, but basically we've got a number of locations, a great partnership with Allied Esports and the Las Vegas Strip, but one of the most exciting things that we're working on now is this partnership with Walmart, where we've got 5 stores, actually 5 esports arenas actually inside of Walmart stores throughout the country. And yeah, that's what we're going to be here to talk about and how that sort of worked out.
And many more to come.
And hopefully many more to come, for sure.
You bought enough time. That's good.
We bought enough time.
All right, so let's talk a little bit like, next one.
Next one.
I'll give it to me.
There you go.
Can't read anything, but tactically speaking, the partnership is about delivering the best gaming experience to the Walmart customer, right? And we're going to talk a bit more about how this fits into the broader Walmart strategy, but really our goal is to kind of like talk to gamers and provide them the best experience. And maybe before we go into the partnership and how we came to this partnership and where it's going, maybe a couple of words about Walmart, right? And Walmart is all about giving access to our customers to products and services that normally they wouldn't get access to for availability reasons or pricing reasons. And since 50 years ago when the company was founded, that's been the goal. I would say giving the best price, everyday low price to our customers, and in recent years, convenience has become a very important component of what we do. These are kind of like the 2 strategic, or I would say 2 promises we make to our customers. Fast forward 50 years from the first store, we now operate 4,700 locations in the United States. So we basically are within 10 miles from 90% of the American population. We've got 150 million shoppers coming to our stores every week. And with $390 billion, we're the largest retailer in the United States. From the e-com standpoint, we are the 3rd e-commerce site in the United States, 125 million visitors a month. And we offer 2-day free shipping to 90% of the population, thousands of stores enabled with online grocery pickup. And we just launched next day, free next day delivery, and we're going to cover the majority of the US population by the end of the year with that. So a lot of stuff is going on with Walmart, and we're going to talk about how esports fits into this kind of like bigger picture. And as you probably know, like whoever looks at NPD data, we more or less have a 1/3 of the video games market when we talk about console and physical gaming. But we've just been at E3, and the buzzwords we've been hearing the last 3-4 years are ecosystem, digital disruption, and esports, right? And running those categories, I've been looking at where these things are going and how Walmart could actually take an active role in driving those trends. And this is how basically, specifically to esports, I asked my team to go and look at what was happening and what realities were interesting in that space. And they came back with a number of companies that were operating in this space, and I had a lot of conversations. And some of those conversations happened with people in this room. And then we when they came and spoke about Tyler's company, I was like, we have to go see those guys, because I thought they were, from a concept standpoint, they were onto something, right? They had physical locations, we have physical locations. And I told my team, let's fly down to Santa Ana and talk to these guys. So we show up to Tyler's office a couple of years ago, and they take us to a meeting room and start talking about how great they are and how what they could offer us a fantastic sponsorship deal. And I was listening to what he was saying. I was like, oh, that's very interesting. And 30 minutes into the conversation, I go like, I am actually not here for that. And it's like, what do you mean? I'm like, how do you see sports arenas into Walmart stores? And the only thing I regret about that moment is I didn't take a picture of the face of Tyler and his team when I came out with that.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't.
And so I was like, do you think it would work? And maybe you want to.
Yeah, I mean, it was a shock for sure. It's not normally what you'd expect to hear from Walmart, that they would want to actually bring an esports arena to their stores. And the more I thought about it, the more I chewed on it. I originally said, like, maybe. But then the more it made sense, and I think the reason is because if we can create this ecosystem to where I have a reason to go to the esports arena in Walmart as opposed to I stumbled upon the esports arena in Walmart, then that makes sense. And that's where the juices started flowing and the concept came about. And it took us a while, but about a year and a half later, we then opened up our 5 pilot stores throughout the country. And so far, it's been pretty excellent, to the point to where we are expanding and with a really great concept that we're going to be announcing later this year. So it was something I was pretty stoked about, and we'll go into reasons why it's been working.
Yeah, and it's, like the whole conversation, I remember he's like, well, I got real estate, you got a great concept, let's work on something together. And he brings up a deck, he's like, actually been thinking about this. The only thing I didn't think this would happen with Walmart. And these 5 stores we opened now, what was that, October, November last year?
Yeah.
Were our kind of like pilot stores to tune the concept and to kind of like tinker a little bit with the execution. And now we think we nailed it. As Tyler said, we have great initiatives coming up in those stores and the more stores that we're going to be opening. And this concept fits totally into what we call our omni-channel strategy. In the last couple of years, Walmart has transformed its website, mobile experience, web experience, made a full integration with all the channels, right? So you can now shop where you want, deliver and pick up your products wherever you want, return your products wherever you want, right? So we have stores, we have online, we have pickup, and we have been partnering or acquiring companies that have skills in vertical categories, right? If you think about Bonobos, we made the acquisition in the fashion. We partner with Lord & Taylor to bring new experiences to our customers. We have Hey Needle for the home. And I thought that Esports Arena was the best partner to go with and operate this concept. Again, I'm not necessarily the expert in sports, he is. So my job is to give these guys the resources, the space, and the support they need to go and create a great experience for our customers. And as I said, this is totally in line with our concept of creating vertical customer experiences and omni-channel customer experiences. And you want to add to that?
That's why it just works so well, because the gamer who's out there is already incredibly omni-channel. I mean, we're Twitch, we're Twitter, we're Facebook, we're Reddit, we're Instagram, we're YouTube, we're Mixer. Like everything we have and everything that our lives basically consist of is right there at our fingertips. And that's the best thing that Walmart is already doing. And the fact of the matter is that if we can bring that omni-channel customer into a company that's already omni-channel and their focus is omni-channel, then it makes perfect sense. And that's why we mold so well together. With Walmart.com and what they're doing versus what the store's doing, it's exactly what, as a gamer, the customer, I want something that's right here, right now. At the same time, I'm also looking online, PCPartPicker.com, and finding the best deals no matter what to look for, whether it's Newegg, whether it's Walmart, whether it's Best Buy, whether it's whatever. Like, we're shopping for the best deals no matter what, but we're looking for it. So we're already noticing Walmart.com and Walmart in that fashion. But now, if I'm already going to Walmart and I am the gamer, the omni-channel gamer, I have a reason now to go to Walmart because of Esports Arena. That stuff's at my fingertips, and it's already at the best pricing no matter what. So it's an ability for the gamer to come in, buy his product, be omni-channel, and be there to compete and play video games. And that's actually been the best part, is bringing a new audience to Walmart.
And another strategic objective or priority for Walmart is to innovate in the retail space. You have seen a lot of things happening from, like smarter ways to check out products, smarter ways to pick up your products with the pickup towers that we install in more than 500 stores. Online grocery, you basically get to the store outside, someone puts the groceries into your car and you just go. We acquired a company called Spatial End that does virtual reality experiences for retail. We just launched How to Train Your Dragon 3, and they built a virtual reality experience around that movie. And the stores where we had that experience had significantly higher sales of that when the cartoon launched than the stores that did not, right? So we're looking into all these new ways to talk to our customers. We are experiencing grocery delivered to your home or grocery delivered to your fridge, right? As you guys have seen maybe in some of our content. And for us, it's really about finding new ways to kind of engage with our customers. And in the esports space, we think like this partnership is probably unique in its kind.
Well, it shows, the picture right there at the bottom left, this was actually taken just last Thursday. That's one of our stores in Roseville, California. Our Thursday nights, league nights is crushing it. We're averaging around 50 to 70 people a night that come out to our small little 800 square foot store. And it's because it's a national program. I have the ability to connect to other gamers around the country and compete for something that's nationally there. Again, the ecosystem, developing that, giving someone a reason to compete.
So that actually is behind the registers in a Walmart Supercenter, okay? Yeah, exactly. And that's the face. You see moms going by and they're going like, what the?
What is,
right?
They're sneaking pictures
and
with their
parents saying,
phone.
thank you very much, guys. Now I'm never going to be able to leave this place because my kids are like just glued to the. And
that's exactly what we wanted to hear. It's innovative. The fact that Walmart is so incredibly innovative in what they're doing and how they're how they're staying in touch with the customer. But this is now innovative for Esports Arena as well. If you're an esports consumer, you already know how to find esports programs. You already know how to go out and find tournaments and whatnot. You know exactly which channels to go to seek that out. If you don't, and you love to play video games, or you're a parent of a 12-year-old son who doesn't necessarily know how to do that, now all of a sudden I'm introducing esports to the masses. Being able to take the average consumer who's walking around saying, what is this? 90% of the people that walk in the Walmart stores that come up to our arenas do not know what esports is. So we have the ability to introduce what esports is to this brand new customer, and then to sell Esports Arena on this brand new customer.
Yeah. And a lot of retailers see esports as a solution to a traffic problem. As you probably read in the news, Walmart doesn't have a traffic problem, right? We got a lot of more than 100,000 customers in every store that go every week, right? Our priority is to give to all these customers come through our doors naturally to do their weekly shopping something new, something unique, something engaging to experience, and that's what. And somewhere where they can park.
Somewhere where they can drop their kids off. Somewhere they can drop their husband off.
All of a sudden, kids want to go shop with their parents at Walmart, which is. And we have a huge millennial. Actually, we over-index in millennial as a company among our customers, and we think this is extremely relevant.
Well, the retailtainment factor is also huge in what Walmart's culture is. That's something that I've recognized in this partnership is how much they want to interact with their associates, how much they want to interact with the customer. This is exactly what Esports Arena is wanting to provide and wanting to do for this partnership as well, is provide this entertainment factor inside the retailtainment store.
Yeah, and one thing we hear a lot from our partners, like they want new ways to kind of like talk about their products and do go-to-market activities. And if you think about like what the launch of a game used to be in the past, right? People lining up outside of the store, and then that changed into people waiting to download the game when the game launches. Now we do beta events we did a pretty big one last year. I'm not gonna mention which one that was, you guys can imagine. And that was covering the arenas, the stores. We had an activity with our CPG companies, so cross-marketing with them. And we created a lot of original content that it's posted on Mixer, on Walmart.com, and we give it back to these companies for their social media activities. So it's a real kind of like innovative way to support our partners to go to market with their new games or their new products.
I mean, for me, growing up, waiting for the next Call of Duty to come out, waiting for the next Halo to come out, waiting in line at a GameStop that was going around the corner, that's a nostalgic event, because then you have the game, you have the copy, then you take it home and you play it. And then it became, okay, I grab the game, I take it home and I have to download it. And all of a sudden the servers would be way too busy. It would take 4 effing hours to download this game to be able to play it after that. So it's a different world right now. When the new game launches, it's an immediate download, or it's a beta pass, or it's something that I can get pre-access to, or watch influencers start streaming it ahead of time. Whereas here, we can create that event for the game launch itself, and have a licensed product there, or swag giveaways, or let's do a tournament to close out the previous title. Then immediately at 9 p.m., all of a sudden we're doing a tournament for the brand new title that's coming out. So there's now a new way to interact with their customers that want to buy the product, and now can buy the product via Walmart.
And brings people back together when in a physical space when the game launches, which is something that a lot of people missed. Talking about, we kind of like touched this point already, but it's also an opportunity. Our retail partners, our CPG companies, video game companies have been asking us to kind of like come up with new ways to talk to gamers. And this is a great opportunity to integrate a lot of channels, right? So in the esports space, we now have the Esports Arena. We have a fan shop online, right? We have a partnership there as well. We have our stores, of course, and we have Walmart.com. So we got all the channels now can be part of a go-to-market activity. And we bring the products to the gamers where it's relevant to them, right? And I think that's the big difference. A mod is very interesting. You can do a lot of communication. That's how we've always done it. But now, especially CPG brands are extremely interested in this concept, because it resonates a lot more with their customers, exposing their brand during esports events.
Yeah, I mean, when you go to an esports arena at night, I mean, there's a Red Bull in one hand, there's a soda in the other hand, there's chips in one hand too. So it's nice to see people walk on the floors and they're buying something. But the best way to connect with these brands is that I've got an organic audience that's sitting here, that's playing here, they're staying here for 4 to 5 hours, they're gonna eat here, they're gonna drink here. So now it's a way for the brands to just immediately connect with the customer. Instead of just sponsoring an event and slapping a logo on a stream, we can now sponsor the event, slap a logo on the stream, and we'll sell your product for you as well, because we're inside of Walmart. That's been a very unique opportunity for brands to want to get involved with what we're doing, and obviously it's a huge selling point for us. I mean, esports today is something that is alive because of investment, and it's alive because of sponsorship. And if there's not a direct ROI for sponsorship, then all of a sudden sponsors may leave. This is a one way for sponsors to stay active with their customer, with their consumer all year round, because we're open 7 days a week. That part has been such a active selling point for us, and a unique way for us to connect with multiple brands that Walmart absolutely helps brings to the table. And it's a huge selling point for you guys too. I mean, you guys have totally loved it, and I think working together, it's been a solid partnership working with these brands.
Yeah, store managers love to have 100 people
causing traffic
at midnight in the store.
That part is cool. Midnight is cool. I mean, you come into midnight and there's 50 people playing Super Smash Brothers, and you go out on the floor, there's about, it's not the Walmart's poppin' time, but it's Esports Arena's poppin' time. So it's good. It's good balance.
And of course, the community, right? For where we operate our stores, it's important for us to give back to the community. We do that in many ways. There's volunteer activities and others. And we think this gives a place where, teenagers, and not only, actually we see a lot of non-teenagers, can go and get together and share their love for video games. And this is an opportunity for the areas where we open the arenas, but it's also an opportunity for us as a company for E3, we launched an internal associate tournament, Rocket League and Fortnite. We got more than 1,000 subscribers to that thing, just associates playing. I got destroyed at Rocket League.
He did.
Like 15-0.
Mario actually
like,
signed up for the
I
tournament.
thought it was decent. Just got wiped out. And what we did, we took the best players in the arenas, the best associate, and we took them here for E3 for a week, and we followed them around, and we had all their activities. We took videos of all their activities.
They got a VIP experience.
And they said that was the best day or the best week of their life, right? For many of them. So for us, it's a matter of pride being able to do this for our associates. And maybe you want to talk about what happens in those arenas a little bit more.
Yeah. So community is obviously the biggest point for gamers. It's the strongest reason why I think esports is a thing. Obviously, I can play video games at home. It's much better to play with friends online. It's even much better than that to play with friends in person. The reason why I got involved in esports is because I had buddies in college and we could see each other's screens, so I could look and see where you're going instead of saying, oh, he's over here, or he's at this platform, whatever. No, I could actually see it. So playing with your buddy, playing in the same room, has its competitive advantage, absolutely, but also as a community advantage. It's like you're with like-minded people. It doesn't matter who you are, how old you are, you all have the same common denominator when it comes to gaming and the specific group of gaming that you're with. So community is a huge factor in this, and for us to provide Esports Arena across the country to a number of consumers, then people are just going to come there because it's an esports arena. It's a different message when we say, Walmart's opening up an esports arena, when we say esports arena is opening up inside of Walmart. People go to an esports arena because of the competition and they want to be there for that. So that's the best part about what we do in the community we provide. We host league nights every night of the week, and as I mentioned before, one of the best parts about these league nights is the fact that you're coming here and you're competing against other people all across the country, and you're representing a city, you're representing your hometown, and you're representing potentially your home Walmart, because we do get Walmart associates that compete in our tournaments as well. Most recently, we did season one, we teamed up with Capcom and we did this event on NBC up in our Oakland facility, and of our 5 Walmart winners, we flew them out to Oakland, and they got to play after Saturday Night Live on NBC and compete in a Capcom tournament, Street Fighter. So it's pretty cool. One kid in particular, this guy named Nigel, that's his gamer tag, from Fort Worth, Texas, kind of was an underground pro. Not too many people knew about him. And we had flown out pros to come out for this thing, so it was like a NorCal versus SoCal thing, but we got our Walmart stores involved with it as well. And this guy never lost. We had an open tournament with probably about 180 people entrance into it. Never lost a game there. Ended up winning that out, and then got drafted by the SoCal team to represent the SoCal team to go up against the NorCal team live on NBC. This guy never lost. Just destroyed all the pros to be a part of this. And the best part about that is that he went through the system of Fort Worth, came out to our Wednesday night fight programs every night of the week, grinded there, got the point system, earned his right to fly to Oakland, and then became the championship and went and 5-0'd everybody. I mean, that's it's one of the coolest stories I've actually, guys, I had chills just thinking about it. But that was a super cool story, and the fact that he came from our just like Fort Worth Walmart store and then got to come out here and then won $1,000. I mean, it's not that much, but this guy has a lot of money, and to compete on NBC is a super unique story. And now we're building that community of gamers that want that experience, that want that opportunity to become that pro, or seemingly a pro.
And like 8 months in, we now kind of like believe we kind of nailed the majority of what we had to do from an execution standpoint. We now have more or less 1,500 presences per month per arena, right? So it's like, if you think about the potential scale of this and the reach, we think it's huge. That's why we now have a pretty aggressive expansion plan, and we have new, I would say, initiatives, very, very relevant initiatives, and our goal is really to take, these local gamers and eventually turn it into, giving them an opportunity to become kind of like esports celebrities, right? That's our ultimate goal. And want to go check one location out, today we are in Roseville.
Roseville, California is the closest to
California.
here. Yeah.
Closest to here, right? Texas, Fort Worth, Colorado Springs. I should know all of them, right?
Come on now.
Tulsa.
Tulsa. Tulsa.
Tulsa. That's the Italian inflection. And which one am I missing? Colorado Springs, I said?
I know, I'm Spokane Valley, Washington.
Spokane.
Yeah. Spokane. Washington,
Yeah. So those are the 5. And of course, we're now looking into all the other major metropolitan areas in order to kind of like bring our presence over there.
It's a really cool opportunity. And again, and we were just talking about it last night, we hope 15 years from now that Mario and I can still laugh about that day that we met when he said, do you think this would work inside of Walmart? And at that point, there's 500 stores or whatever it is. I mean, who knows, right? This is something that, as long as the esports ecosystem is still around and can be created and can be molded and shifted, then I would expect Esports Arena to be a household name, if it isn't already. And to the tune of providing that community experience, the innovative experience, the brand marketing, and of course just bringing a whole natural audience to esports, but a different audience to Walmart and vice versa, getting a different audience for Esports Arena that's a natural audience for Walmart. And of course it keeps Walmart just ahead of the game, I think, when it comes to this sort of stuff.
It gives us a good halo on the brand, especially with, we are very strong in the console market. Moms love shopping video games with us. That's where we get our kind of like 1/3 of the market. But PC gamers and more hardcore gamers really never engage with us that much, except for when we have the best price, of course. And this is a way for us actually to do that. So, and as I said, like, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to leave soon, but Maddie is in my team. She's looking after esports activities, and Tyler are gonna be here. For us, these stores are, of course, a business, but they're also kind of like little labs where we like to test, tinker, and try new things. So if you guys have ideas, things that you wanna, work on with us, we're totally open to kind of like, partnering with other people that are passionate about esports and want to do something good for the gaming community.
Yeah, there's been an organic build of community already in all of our 5 stores right now, and it took just about, I honestly want to say 30 to 60 days to do that. So always trying new things, keeps them happy, keeps them excited about what's to come, and it keeps Esports Arena happy because we get to always try new things. So yeah, hit us up. I got Luke here with Esports Arena. We got Matty over here, myself. But I think that's about it. I think we gave you guys about 3 minutes back.
Is that it, Taylor?
Sure thing, Mario. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, guys.